Do you need help? This is Paul, Dr. Nacho Goodman. Welcome to another episode of Talking Nachos, where we deliver help to help you increase your success, decrease stress, and most of all, reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside a day. Dentist Job Connect can help you hire an associate or find a job. To learn how we can help, just text HIRE to 215-543-6454. Just text HIRE to 215-543-6454. We have an awesome show today with people who are here designed to help you, our Nacho key resources and sponsors, parts of our Dentist Job Connect program. Bond the world together in our ABC to FLA. Always be connecting to feel less alone. So I'm ready for my first guest when you guys are ready to bring them up. Awesome. So I have the awesome Wendy here. So Wendy, one of my things I like to do is just share what people do in this dentisting world. There's so many parts and pieces and roles. So Wendy, start by telling us, what do you do in your daily dental life to help dentists be happier, be less stressed, connect them together?
I take the amount of time that they have to hire a team member and I drastically reduce that. So I do dental specific recruiting to help with their time management and ultimately to find a perfect person for their position.
Awesome. I mean, I've been a dentist for 19 years and I do a variety of different jobs now. But I always say that dentistry is like having a football team. You need so many people every day. I just saw Hamilton with my family. It's like the cast of Nacho Hamilton, a play that nobody really wants to see or pay for, but they have to come in. And if you're missing one cast member, the whole thing can fall apart. So let's talk a little bit more about what you're looking for and what you do. So right now, tell us who would be good for you to connect with out there in the Nachoverse. We have 10 people watching it, 100 people watching it, 1,000 people. Who are you talking to connect with the most?
Sure. So ultimately, right now, I have several positions open. I have 3 associate positions that I would absolutely love to get filled. All 3 of them are currently in the Lansing area, but I often am having new jobs just kind of pop up all over the place. So
this is awesome. I want to interject. I tell my wife I don't interrupt. I interject. It sounds nicer. But I want to interject because I know my people. So right now we're focused on the Lansing, Michigan area, which I think is where Magic Johnson was from, one of my childhood idols in basketball. So the Lansing, you have 3 positions. Now I know my dentist people. They're very into details, Wendy. They like details about the details of the details, right? Sure. If you invite them to Thanksgiving dinner, they say, "What time are we eating the stuffing? 2 or 2:30? I need to know." So let's give them a few details of these jobs in Lansing. In a broad picture way, could you tell us a little more about it? Are they full-time or part-time, compensation, what they're going to be doing? Tell us about that. And we can put up Wendy's text code so people can reach out to her.
Sure. All 3 are general dentist associate positions. All 3 are full-time. One location would be a single doctor, so we would need somebody a little bit more experienced. The other 2 are positions with other doctors within the practice at all times. So a general dentist, they're all Monday through Thursday. I think I have one that's a half a day Friday. No weekends, all normal hours, nothing too late, nothing too fancy.
I like that very much. Dentists aren't allowed to collude on pricing and everything, but we should collude on hours. Everyone should just work 9 to 4. Then everyone have to get that. Because I've worked Saturdays and evenings, and who wants to get a filling at 7 p.m.? Sounds good in the moment, then when it comes, I want to also just point out your text code. Dreams do come true, Wendy. Your name is scrolling at the bottom of the show here. Text Wendy to 215-543-6454. And this, Wendy, is to get connected with jobs in Michigan. But if you're not looking in Michigan or just in general, what are the other, you could connect people in the future. You're a good person to just connect with in general because you have jobs pop up all the time. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you're looking to potentially move out of your position in the next few months and you don't have, you're not in a hurry, you're not in a rush, that's also a great way to connect with me in case I have a future position open. Then I can
imagine that, Wendy. Sometimes our patients come in who never come in for cleanings, never come in for all their normal stuff, but they break their tooth. They say, "I need help now." And they're very reactive. And it's not a great way to build relationships in general. So it's great to be proactive.
Yeah.
Connect with people ahead of time. You never know when you need them. So I really appreciate you being part of our Job Connect program. Before we wrap up, you're working in this industry all the time. I am as well. Tomorrow I'm doing a Preventing WTF Associateships, which is preventing why these fail associateships. I just had the honor of being at the DEO, speaking to hundreds of dentists about a checklist for success, because I think there's a lot of things that go sideways in the owner-associate relationship. If you could pick 1 or 2 points that if you're an owner or an associate looking for a job that would help you be successful, any key points or tips you could share with us?
Look into the future of the schedule. When you get into an office and you think you might end up there, ask if you can look into the schedule so that you can actually see what is projected versus what is in the schedule today or in the schedule for tomorrow, because it might be nice and full, but after 3 or 4 days, if it's only a half a schedule, is that going to be great for
Such an awesome point. I always say, it's about asking the right questions. A lot of people think it's the right answers. So if I was applying for a job, I say, hey, over the next 3 months, what do you project the total production for this position to be? And if you were asking me for the associate that I replaced, I might say, hey, that's a great question. We think it's going to be about $30,000 a month. It was with somebody working 2 days a week. So when you can answer with confidence, you know that the practice owner or the manager knows. If they say, it's just going to be busy, it's a red flag, right? Because that just means they're going more in feelings than facts. So thanks, Wendy, so much for being on. Just before we wrap up, how can people reach out to you directly? You feel free to share a number, an email. What's the best way for them to do that?
Text or call is fantastic. If you find me on Facebook, message me, but my cell phone number is 517-402-9305.
Also, if you text in Wendy this number, you're going to get that back. Thanks so much for being here, Wendy. Really appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
So as you guys can see here on Talking Nachos, we deliver human beings designed to help dentists increase success, decrease stress, and reduce the number of times they feel like crying inside a day.